Three, two, one. We are live.
Okay, welcome to the iOS Lead Essentials podcast. Here we discuss the strategies in your journey to become a black belt iOS developer. That is, achieve technical excellence and be part of the highest paid iOS developers in the world. I'm Mike.
And I'm Caio. And the topic today is how to find time to become a black belt senior iOS developer, or how to improve your skills and income if you don't have time. We've been
Okay.
receiving this question a lot recently. A lot. A lot of people want to achieve those high goals in life.
Mm-hmm.
But time is a problem, right? The challenge is we have many commitments, responsibilities in life. We absolutely need to spend time with our loved ones. We need to have time for entertainment as well. We also need to take time to take care of our health. Exercise, eat, sleep well, take care of our wealth, planning, investing, budgeting, and also work usually takes what? 8 hours a day? 40 hours a week?
Yeah, and can even be more if you include the time to get to work, commuting, right?
Commute time. Yes,
Yep.
absolutely. And we only have what? 24 hours a day to do all of
Yeah.
this. So how can we find time to invest in our education? And if you work from home, you may have an edge there because you don't have the commute time
Yes.
to go to work.
Exactly.
But why even people working remotely cannot find the time to study and improve their skills?
Right. And that's because time is usually not the obstacle in the way, to improve your iOS skills and your income, right?
Yes, some people that apparently have no time somehow make the time.
Yes.
And others they apparently have a lot of free time, don't do it.
Exactly.
I mean,
So,
I was one of those. They had a lot of time but couldn't make the time to study.
right. Yeah, I was about to say that time is rarely the issue. You know, everyone, as you said, like we have 24 hours a day in our lives. So it's not about finding the time, it's about making the time.
Yeah, some make the time, others don't. And the iOS developers who make the time, they invest in their education and the skills, they tend to become black belt senior iOS developers. And they tend to be part of the highest paid developers in the world. So if you also want it, you also need to make it a priority and make the time, like the ones that do.
Mm-hmm.
So how do iOS developers make the time to invest in their education? First, you need to make it a priority.
Right.
And how? Write down a strong reason why. A strong reason why you want to become a black belt senior iOS developer. Why do you want to become one of the highest paid developers in the world? That's what iOS developers who make the time do. They have a very strong reason why that keeps them motivated. Then they set goals. They make it a priority. And they plan the time efficiently. They don't waste time.
Mm-hmm. Right. And
So
if
if
you
you don't
don't,
write down your why,
okay.
if you don't set your goals and you don't plan, what's going to happen?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you will spend most likely your time doing something else, um, because it won't be a priority. That's why.
That's
So
it. Your why will keep you motivated during tough times, during the obstacles.
exactly, exactly.
For example, many developers want to become black belts. And their why is to provide a better future for themselves and for their families. So what is your why? Is it financial freedom? Achieve a very high income as an iOS developer to become financially independent quicker? Is it because you want to become excellent at developing software? Or you want to become a role model to your family, friends, co-workers? Can you see how a strong reason why is going to motivate you to do what it takes? A very strong why will keep you motivated in your journey. It's going to help you prioritize.
Yes.
And go through obstacles along the way. For example, at some point in my career, I used to say I didn't have time. I mentioned this in another podcast. But somehow I managed to finish all episodes of Seinfeld, 9 seasons. Somehow I could find the time for entertainment. I could find time, but not for my education. Why? Because it was not a priority. It's not that I didn't want to become better and increase my income, but it was just not a priority.
Right.
So other things would get in the way. And I couldn't find the time. I had no strong reason why I was doing it. Oh yeah, I want to be better. I want a better income. But I didn't have a strong reason why to motivate me, not to spend time watching random videos on YouTube, not to watch didn't have Netflix at the time, but Netflix nowadays.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be here if I didn't set a strong reason why at some point and set my goals, make it a priority. Setting goals and writing down a strong reason why changed my life. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for it. I'm not saying this because, it's just random knowledge here. No, we only share things that we did and worked for us. And
Absolutely.
This is one of the things that changed my life.
Yes, exactly. Absolutely. It's not, any random self-help advice or something like that. No, absolutely. This is the plan. This is what works. And again, it's not that we are saying that, it's like, I don't know, like for millennial, probably, people successful for their time. It's exactly what they've been saying and it works. So yes, that's if you don't make it a priority, you won't ever find the time, and that's true.
If you don't find the time, you won't achieve your goals.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. Yeah. Because you know what? Like a black belt does not fit in your schedule.
Yes.
You need to make it fit.
Yes.
Your schedule. No one becomes a black belt by chance. Absolutely. By setting as a goal and doing what it takes. Planning. So set your why and prioritize your goals. Then comes the plan phase and how to get there as efficient as possible. Meaning, don't waste time when working on your goals. Don't waste time when you're working on your goals. So, what is the inefficient way of improving your dev skills, of investing time in your education? What is the most classic one?
Right, I think is just copying and pasting, code and solutions from other code bases and Stack Overflow that you don't understand, and maybe you're trying to reverse engineer how things work,
Right. So starting a side project and just copy and paste random solutions.
Yes, exactly.
Reverse engineering things you don't understand. We call it the Stack Overflow driven career. No, why it's inefficient? Because you don't learn anything when you copy and paste random solutions you don't understand. Yes. The other classic inefficient way of learning is reading random articles that show up in your timeline. They don't even know the authors. Who wrote this? What is their experience?
Hmm.
Do they have the experience enough to teach me these concepts?
Hmm.
Different authors are going to say different things, and there's so much content out there. You may end up more confused than how you started. So don't waste time when you're working on your goals. Avoid those mistakes, randomly finding stuff on the internet. They don't even know if it's good. You have 24 hours a day. You need to use this time wisely. So the question is, how can you improve your skills efficiently? How can you improve faster in less time? You need a clear path, clear resources created by experienced developers, like a progression,
Hmm.
structure. It's a structured way of learning concepts and practicing. Because the three efficient ways here of learning is what? Learning concepts, so learning conceptually, by example, and by practice. And you need these three types of learning. You need all of them to be efficient. And you need to repeat this cycle. You learn concepts, you see examples, you practice. You go back to the concept, you see more examples, and you practice, and so on. You repeat this cycle, you become a black belt much, much faster. This is the efficient way of learning. You need these three steps. You need all of them. So you don't waste time trying to come up with your own path.
Yeah.
You need a structured way.
Yeah.
Most
Exactly.
of the time, what? You spend more time looking for good resources than actually learning.
Hmm. Exactly. Yeah, and you waste like everyone wastes a lot of time there, But at the same time, time is scarce. Time is the most valuable asset we have, right? So
That's it. So I've been there. As I said, I could find time to watch Seinfeld, but I couldn't find time to improve my skills. Not because I didn't want to improve. I wanted to learn. I wanted to improve. But there was so much information, so much confusion, randomness, that I couldn't decide where to start. So I would not start. I didn't know where to start, so I would not start. It's like analysis paralysis.
right.
Have you heard of it? Analysis paralysis. You cannot make a decision, so you don't start. It's easier to just watch Seinfeld. That's what I did.
Yeah.
And that's why you need a structured way of learning, so you don't waste time creating your own learning path. You need a clear path and resources created by experienced developers. And you need clear examples, good examples, and new examples to help you truly understand the concept. And then practice. You need to do the work. And you can get
Exactly.
the support here in the practice from experienced people as well.
Hmm.
Answer your questions. Precisely the question you have.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the best way to use your time to improve your skills is to learn from experienced developers, like developers with a track record of helping others, you know,
Others like you,
others like you. Exactly.
not random wisdom on the internet.
Hmm. Yeah.
Learning from the experience of black belt developers is the quickest shortcut to becoming a black belt iOS developer. Simple as that. They
Yes.
are the ones that have done all the work, you know, gather their thoughts, all their learnings. They have done all the research, all the trial and errors. So you don't have to. They cherry pick what is beneficial for your career, what's going to add to your productivity in your future gains, and they remove the inessential.
Right. Exactly.
Keep only the essential. Save you time. For example, if you want to exercise more, you want to start exercising, improve your fitness, you better find a good fitness program that provides you what you need to start now. Shouldn't waste time on the internet trying to come up with a fitness program, looking for exercises you can do and then combining them and scheduling in your week. No, there are programs you can take right now, like Apple Fitness, for example, is one. You can start right now. It's there ready for you. So you don't have analysis paralysis.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, there are like professionals, dedicating their time to create those programs, so you can just follow them and achieve your goals much, much, much faster. Why would you create your own program from scratch? It's like
Yeah, it's a
wasting
huge
time.
waste of time.
Yeah, basically.
Same way, why would you come up with your own program for improving your skills? Going around, getting a bunch of articles, trying to organize them, organize the thoughts, organize the practice, the examples, How much time are you going to spend doing that? You can get a program made by experienced developers who dedicated their time to creating those programs for you.
Yeah.
You just need to follow the methodology.
Yeah.
In a program, in a book, you get the concepts, you get examples. And then you need to do the practice. No one can do this part for you.
Exactly. So you don't reinvent the wheel, right? You save your time by not reinventing the wheel. Again, your time is the most valuable and scarce asset you own. So make sure you protect it.
Yes, time is worth more than money. Money you can make. You cannot make time, more time, We have the same 24 hours a day. So your time is the most valuable and scarce asset. Use it wisely. For example, if you're building an iOS app, your personal iOS app for your portfolio, you can design the interface and the layout. Plus, you can also write the code. But this can take a long time.
Yes.
How can you finish the app faster? How can you have more apps in your portfolio? Well, you can speed up the process and save time by investing in an experienced designer to do the layout for you. So you can focus on the code part and deliver the app much faster.
It's exactly the same principle with your education. You can invest in resources from experienced developers that can save you literally years of painful trial and error.
That's it. And they're going to give you the concepts, going to give you the examples, but you need to practice.
Yes.
You need to repeat this cycle here. If you keep repeating this cycle, if you have consistency, you will become a black belt. And you can be part of the highest paid developers in the world. That's the best shortcut. Don't waste time trying to arrange the knowledge from random resources.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Save time with a structured program from experienced developers with a track record of helping developers like you. Like, this is the fastest way. This is the shortcut. Definitely.
That's it. Structure.
Yes.
It's going to save you a lot of time and pain. But Caio, it's hard to find good learning resources. It's hard to find a clear path. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Especially in iOS development with Swift, which is quite a recent technology. No, I had to learn from experienced C# developers, C developers, Java developers, Ruby developers, Clojure developers, Ruby developers, and so on. I had to go to other platforms to get the knowledge. And I had to translate it to iOS, Objective-C, and now Swift. It took me many years to do so. Now imagine if I hadn't gone to these places and learned from these other black belt developers in other platforms. I wouldn't be here I would not be here, you know? And that's why we created the iOS Lead Essentials program.
Mhm.
This is the program I wish I had 10 years ago. That's why we created it. It's a clear path with all the resources you need to become a black belt senior iOS developer. It's all there. We did our part. You need to do yours. No, it's 100% tailored for iOS development and Swift. And it's 100% online. So there's no excuse. You can do it from anywhere in the world. Like if I had this program back in the day, I would have saved me, I don't know, 5 years at least of the painful trial and error. At least. So those programs exist out there from experienced people. And they can save you time and get you to where you want to go. They can show you the path, they can give you the concept, they can give you the examples, they can give you everything you need, all the resources organized in a structured way. And then you need to do your part.
Mhm.
Practice and repeat the cycle. And that's how you're going to become a black belt. So, if you want to become a black belt senior iOS developer, you are going to, first of all, write down the reason why. Why do we want to do it? Is it financial freedom? You can have more than one.
Yep.
Financial freedom to provide a better future for myself and my family. Fantastic. Something that will keep you motivated to do what it takes. Then you need to set the goals and make it a priority. Making a priority means finding the time, making the time. And plan efficient ways to get there so you don't waste time. Do not waste time.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to save time in your journey and guarantee that you'll get there, again, you need to learn from black belt developers who can provide a clear path, clear resources, practice, and then get feedback. And of course, the faster you start, the faster you'll get there, you know.
Absolutely. The faster you start, the faster you will get there. You need a structured way of learning so you don't waste time. So that's your task today. Write down your reason why, make it a priority, and plan efficient ways to get there so you don't waste time. Let's see. Questions now. What was your structured way of learning? Learning from experienced people that created programs. But again, I had to go and learn from Ruby, C Sharp, Clojure, C. Anything else? I'm using Fitpod app. Use it to calculate your next day fitness program. That's it. So don't waste time. Create your own program, right? For your fitness. Absolutely. Practice needs a co-worker to follow, to review your code. Not really. If you have a co-worker, yes, absolutely. They will help you. But you can also do it online. There's a bunch of people out there that can review the code for you. It cannot be an excuse if you don't have a co-worker that can do that for you. You need to find another way. If you don't have it, find a way. Find people online. Hashem, you invested more than 2 months to design your app? Yeah, you could have got a designer and finished it much quicker, right? All right. So that's it for this podcast. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next time.
Bye, y'all.
See ya.